And no matter what the circumstance, somehow, Donnie always seems to come up with a smile. Perhaps Kim Zmeskal could tell these youngsters of the pressures of Olympic expectation, but those will come soon enough. Time now to simply dream and to picture this for 96.
Already a lot has happened in her young gymnastics life at age 12.
You know, these junior gymnasts characteristically are the ones that go on to make that next Olympic team.
Meanwhile, getting back to the completion of the beam competition, this is Amanda Borden, who's really had a disappointing meet so far.
Remember, Dominique Dawes on top with the Shannon Miller fall from the balance beam. Now watch this element borrowed from men's pommel horse here. I love it when I can say that.
That didn't happen to be your best event, did it, Tim, by chance?
Maybe a decade ago, but...
You were the 86 national champion here, not too long ago.
Great start for Amanda Borden. Her first tumbling run. She has a very nice presence on the balance beam. Has had some problems in the past staying on the beam. She threw a couple leaps right into a back dive to hand.
She fought her way back up on top.
Talk about tenacious. These athletes are so tough.
And Tim, you know she's in so much pain right now, but just will not let that show to the judges.
Boy, strong finish after that problem.
There's the pain that was felt.
We're trying to pull a Paul Hunter around the beam.
But she does seem all right.
When you're talking about balance beam, Dan, 4 inches wide, a little bit off is a little bit too much, as we'll see right here. Everything looks fine, but just the slightest bit off to the side.
You can hear the reaction from the crowd. They can see the replays above the Delta Center, and they can feel this almost as much as Amanda.
I thought you were trying to
But look at the tenacity, scraping back up, crawling back up onto the balance beam.
Now, she didn't fall off the beam, Tim, but what kind of a deduction is that?
Well, Dan, that's at least a 0.5 of a point deduction. But the thing I'm so impressed with after that fall, being in pain, she basically goes through a flawless exercise after that point.
And salvages a 9.012. Maybe she should have got 5 cents added for guts. And another new surprising face to this year's meet, Kelly Davis, her very first elite meet. She just turned 15 from Pompano Beach, Florida.
Shocking not only herself, but her coaches with a 7th place finish in the all-round. And this was probably the biggest shock of all, according to her coaches. Balance beam, not her strong point. She's a tumbler and a vaulter, according to Coach Tim Rand.
Seems if we're going to see any nerves from a newcomer, it would be on the beam, especially.
You would see it here, certainly. First tumbling sequence, flip-flop to 2 layouts. A little bit ragged, but she stays on the beam.
Dominique Dawes has the lead in this event. Shannon Miller fell on her mount, but is in 2nd place. So there is room for Kelly Davis.
very impressed at how calm she appears for her first major competition, especially on the balance beam. Dismount double back. Boy, it is going to be close, I'll tell you. It is going to be real, real close. I said earlier that Shannon Miller would have had a gold medal performance if she hadn't fallen, for sure. This was a good exercise. You know, it doesn't really knock your socks off, but she does have some technical errors and some form errors throughout. And we'll see those right here. Watch her knees during these layout step outs here. You notice they're a little bit bent and the feet are a little bit flexed, but she does the most important thing. She stays on the balance beam.
She lives with her coaches, Tim and Tony Rand, and there is the score, 9.437. And that is good enough for second place in the balance beam for Kelly Davis. Her coaches likened this meet to a major league debut. And she put on a major league performance. Dominique Dawes takes the second goal of the evening, though. Back with the final event in a moment.
Yeah, you're right, Judd. There's no...
Dan Hicks along with Tim Daggett and Hannah Storm, the final event of the evening, the floor exercise, and another newcomer to this elite scene, Elizabeth Reed. And we watched her in warm-ups, Tim, and she is unique and elegant.
Oh, yeah, right from the start, Dan, you will see something very, very different, and in my opinion, quite refreshing to see in the women's floor exercise. Let's watch.
Definitely a departure from the usual floor exercise routines that you would see. Elizabeth Reed.
You know, not the big, huge, powerful tumbling, but a totally different style, reminiscent of maybe a rhythmic gymnast, and very, very familiar to one of the all-time greats, Svetlana Boginskaya from the former Soviet Union.
I believe it was 9137.
The choreography here, very similar. I asked her coach why, and I was told that the choreographer was the same, one that was used by Boginskaya.
And it seems to be a very good game plan, maximizing her strengths. And a score of 9.45 for the newcomer Elizabeth Reed. And here is a familiar face. First look at Olympic team member Michelle Campy.
Disappointing competition so far. out of bounds, that's a 1/10 of a point deduction.
Michelle Campy, one of the only gymnasts who I talked to this week, Tim Daggett, that says she will definitely point to 1996 in Atlanta, but she still does not have a medal. And now that she's completed her floor exercise.
You know, it's been so frustrating watching Michelle this weekend because she looks so good. She does some really neat things, but she makes mistakes like that, stepping out of bounds. And then all of a sudden, she'll come back and she'll do something better than anybody else in the whole competition. This is at the end where she's supposed to be tired. And this is just awesome. Triple full. And look at the height. A great finish, but as you said, Dan, a very disappointing competition for Michelle Campy.
And as you can see, not happy with her score at all. Don't go away. We'll complete the floor exercise. Coming up, Shannon and Dominique.
The U.S. Gymnastics Championships, presented by Reebok, who reminds you that on Planet Reebok, there are no obstacles.
People ask me what goes through my mind when I race. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, kick! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, kick! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, kick!
What were you expecting? Shakespeare? I'm working here. Kick!
Try new Double Power Surf. Other detergents seem watery, but Surf is packed so thick with double the cleaning power, half the liquid gets out the toughest dirt and odors. See?
I've never seen anything quite like it.
New concentrated hydrogel from Oil of Olay. Pure moisture. No perfume, no color, no grease. Just concentrated moisture so you look younger.
The idea is pure brilliance.
New hydrogel.
The year is 2018, and this is SeaQuest, the fastest, largest, most powerful submarine ever created. 1,000 feet of sleek black titanium designed to explore the uncharted depths of the Earth's oceans. Its captain, a man of science and a man of compassion.
Hey, kid, good work.
But most of all, a man of action.
Use your instincts. Use your guts. That's what you got them for.
Its crew, the best the future has.
We are scientists. We are not mindless military drones.
Elite professionals.
The diagnostics, we couldn't even find it. It's pretty cool. Whoever planted this thing, who knew what they were doing?
Also on board, a very special crew member.
I need your help.
When undersea conflicts erupt, threatening world peace, the first ship, the only ship qualified to answer the call, is the SeaQuest.
Fire.
Beneath the surface lies the future. SeaQuest begins Sunday, September 12th on NBC.